We're here at the scene of one of Hollywood's most heinous, most infamous murder sites. You're looking for a connection from Hollywood High School? I would come here to Cielo Drive because two of Charles Manson's cult members were students there. And the two men responsible for locking Manson up in prison for the rest of his life, Vincent Bugliosi and his right-hand man, they were also students at Hollywood High.
The murders in that house that night were spectacular. Sharon was stabbed, I believe, 16 times. Jay Sebring was stabbed multiple times and beaten. He was shot in the head. Wojtek Rakowski stabbed over 50 times. Stephen Parent, just the wrong place, the wrong time. 5 minutes earlier, he would have been absolutely fine. We were 3 bullet shots at point blank distance. Absolutely horrific. Abigail Folger was running and was tackled and stabbed numerous times on the front lawn of that house. So much so, very famously, they said that she wore a white nightgown, that people assumed that it was a red nightgown because it was just soaked with blood.
The original house was torn down in 1994, but when David Oman started building his house here just after 2000, it was then that it was recorded that paranormal activity is happening up and down Cielo Drive.
It's my belief that this home that I live in, that I built, is visited by the spirits of the Tate murder victims, yes. My personal belief that this place is haunted is based upon the experience I had a year ago in summer. I woke up in the middle of the night and I looked to the left of my bed and I saw a gentleman, let's just say a full-bodied person standing there, and he was just staring off into space and pointing with his left arm extended and pointing towards the driveway. I stood up and looked and I said, "Who's dead? What happened? What's going on?" I found out later on that the person who I saw, or the spirit that I saw, was in fact Jay Sebring, one of the murder victims from the infamous night in 1969 at the hands of Charles Manson and his followers. After that, I had invited some psychics to come into the house to do an investigation, and I wanted to find out what exactly was going on and who it was that was visiting the house and stopping by in the middle of the night and sometimes turning lights on and turning lights off and moving furniture around from one room to another. I was getting a little bit curious and concerned. To be honest with you, I wasn't really scared. Even to this day, people have inquired if I'm scared, and I kind of say, until such time as it hurts me or it affects me in an ill or an unpleasant fashion, I take it with a grain of salt and just accept it as a function of the house.
Die tonight. Someone's gonna die tonight.
We've heard many, many different stories about this particular home. Knowing that a lot of paranormal activity has occurred, we have a lot of great hope that we'll be able to catch something.
This house is probably the most active environment I've ever been in terms of measurable energies.
I've been in this house many times. The first time I was here, I had quite an experience. I felt a female. When I got down to the second level, I saw a baby lying on the floor, and it disturbed me. It was a little boy. It was very disturbing, and I had to leave the room, and the female at that point was telling me, "Help the baby."
What we're hoping for is for a spirit or a ghost to be able to pull from this and possibly manifest itself in this room.
Even here, look in the air, it's still low.
This is what I'm curious about. Right in this area here, what are we coming up with?
It's still too low, way too low.
There's definitely some kind of energy in here.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I heard some thumping noises.
2 of them.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's coming from that other side of that wall there.
Back up here. We'll take, this is a digital here. So now we're almost normal. It was off there. And if we go here, not even close. This should be almost totally north. We've got a 67-degree deflection. For some reason, this whole area is magnetized, and it shouldn't.
Looks like the door's locked.
Would like to talk to us.
We're not here to hurt you.
When you felt that original feeling, they said, did you feel disoriented and confused?
Yes.
Because that's what I'm feeling as soon as I came back here.
And it's the same. Oh, yeah, it's definitely the same word.
Sharon, if you're here, I'd like to talk to you.
I'm gonna be sick.
If you want help with your baby, can you give us a sign?
Yeah, I feel like I want to throw up.
That's normal. That's what happens.
All right, who's in here? Can you please give us a sign? You're making me awfully sick to my stomach.
Would you like to speak to us? This recorder is on. If you could give us your name, your first name. You might want to look around you and see if you see any light.
Did you see that?
And no, I didn't. I was looking this way. But did you see
Something peripherally just went that way.
just a few short words, and we can probably understand
There!
what you need. Tell us what you're hearing, Gloria.
There. What does that mean? Like over there, but there. And they were going there. I do believe that we found paranormal activity in this house this evening. My personal opinion that I happened to see Jay Sebring. The message I received were the words screaming in my head, there. He kept screaming it over and over and over again, and it caused me to feel that my hand should be pointed in this type of a direction. That direction was pointed in the direction of the original Tate mansion, and I felt as though he was talking to me, telling me, I don't want to be here, I want to be over there, and that he didn't want to be here with him, he wanted to be over there with them.